I am Shantée Ayala Rosario, a PhD candidate in the Gina Poe Laboratory of Sleep and Memory, and I'm pursuing my degree in molecular, cellular, and integrative physiology, but I focus in neuroscience. With my dissertation, I specifically want to look at how very impactful negative stressors affect your brain, and in turn, how sleep could be used as a tool for recovery. I've had sleep paralysis, which is a nightmare in itself. But really, my passion comes from, I have many friends and family who have and currently serve in the military. But long story short, I have very close friends that suffer from PTSD and have had nightmares. So that's really the source of my inspiration for this research path. A lot that we don't actually know about. The area that we focus on is the idea of memories. And so there's a lot of strengthening and weakening of memories that happens when you sleep. And then that processing of everything that's attached to that memory, like feelings, emotions, perspective, all of that also gets processed in your brain. We know that people with PTSD are more likely to have nightmares, especially those who experience combat or like more violent memories or experiences. They tend to have more nightmares. So we could say with that nightmares are kind of representations of things you fear, things you've experienced, kind of jumbled all together into kind of a film. Memories are embedded because of the processes that happen in the brain. The main one of them being there's different chemicals called neurotransmitters that the brain cells use to communicate between each other. And so a lot of that is happening in the brain that will then strengthen specific connections between neurons. And that could be called an engram if it's related to a memory. And that engram then kind of gives a physical, tangible representation of the memory in your brain that can then be activated in the future. So if you are triggered by something, those brain cells fire the same way that they would have when you first experienced it. And that kind of makes you recall the memory. It's kind of going to be independent for each person. But long story short, just doing things that will calm you down, things that you enjoy doing, giving more perspective to those experiences, therapy and whatnot. So it just depends on what's useful for you. I think we'll just give more importance to sleep, really. We don't give it enough because we're so focused and hyperfixated on other things. But I hope that the work that I do, the work that many other scientists are doing, will help people understand that sleep is both necessary and the basis of what we need to survive.